Tonight, the accuser's law firm telling NBC News that the woman alleging Jay-Z raped her when she was 13 years old is expected to undergo a voluntary polygraph test tomorrow. This after our exclusive interview with the now 38-year-old mother from Alabama found inconsistencies with her account. We agreed to conceal her identity as an alleged sexual assault victim.
What made you finally want to talk about it?
Well, I mean, nobody was going to believe me back then. Like, nobody.
In the wake of our reporting, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, is pushing a judge to dismiss the accuser's lawsuit.
We expect Mr. Carter to be fully cleared of all of this in the coming days. Almost nothing that she says has checked out because this never happened.
And if you're like me, you are questioning how fast is this man responding to all these legal challenges that are going on. And we talking about, Jay-Z. I know if you're like me, you're wondering that question. Or you go another one. Could we possibly be watching the Jigga Man pay the cost to be the boss? Could this be a humiliation ceremony or a sequence of events that we are watching for another black celebrity, another powerful black celebrity, as they say? Or is this just like what I said in my last video? This is all part of a unique preparation strategy by their legal team. Stick around, man, because we got plenty.
It's Romance Country Man, lend me your eardrums. It was a beautiful day up in the neighborhood.
It's your boy M to the A to the R, because I'm on the mic. Here we break down stories behind the headlines. Well, let's go and get into it. I'm going to go ahead and give y'all an update. And just for full disclosure, just like I said in my video about this will probably be my last Jay-Z video until 2025 because this thing got legs. All right? And if y'all been following it, you know what I'm talking about. But let me get you up to speed and break this thing down for you real quick. We're looking at three possibilities right now with the Jay-Z situation, Sean Carter. All right? Now, we know back in October, right, Jay-Z law firm filed a lawsuit, Quentin Emanuel, back in November against Tony Bugsby in Los Angeles Superior Court. The infamous celebrity lawsuit that came out against him. Tony Bugsby turned around in December on the 8th of this year and named Jay-Z as their defendant in the SA case. How we know, Jay-Z confirmed he was the unnamed high-profile celebrity. Now check it. A lot of people like myself, at first I thought it was Kevin Hart. No cap. I seen him shutting down all them little old restaurants he had, which was doing pretty good, by the way. He just shut them joints down. So I thought it was him, but it wasn't him. Jigga Man said, it's me. Now, we have Alex Shapiro, which is the point man, right? We know he just put on this presentation at Rock Nation at the NYC headquarters, where he set out to disprove all these allegations. They used the NBC news clip. They used all that to show all the inconsistencies, right? Tony Bugsby doubled down, filed a new lawsuit December 18th against Rock Nation. Not Quentin Emanuel, Rock Nation. There's a lot of lawsuits going on, and it could get confusing. Tony Bugsby has a lot of lawsuits going against Jay-Z under different names. No matter how you slice it, want to dice it, okay? This one's against Rock Nation. Shout out to my peeps down, the people that's dropping comments. They said look into the Rock Nation in my last video. I had already did that. What I'm saying is, that's why I'm saying this joint got legs. That's why it's probably gonna be my last one. All right? But there's three possibilities that Jay-Z is going through what he's going through right now. And we seeing the response that we seen happen so fast. Now, Bugsby lawsuit on the 18th talked about the shadow operation, kind of similar to what was going on with Diddy. And people start having people start showing up at their residence and everything, question, you know what I'm saying, the spooky stuff, right? But this thing go all the way down to Mississippi, right? Team Rock. Today, which is December 19th, Jay-Z and his legal team have filed an emergency motion a preservation order to prevent Busby from destroying any evidence, right? And they still asking the court to dismiss this case. You see, I say they still asking the court to dismiss this case, right? You remember that last video I posted? I showed you that these lawyers, they want to take care of business outside of court. But if it goes to court, it goes to court. They don't want to, but if it do, it do. Now let me tell you about the responses thus far. Rock Nation and called Busby lawsuit nothing but another sham, pathetic attempt to distract folks. Busby have said this, hey man, he stated these folks have stooped to a new low trying to intimidate the lawyers. And here we have the Mississippi attorney, Crawford. She denied Busby allegations, calling them fantastical and a distraction from his mounting legal woes. We see Jay-Z legal team responding to this all very quickly. Within about 10 days, we had a lot of action from that side of the table. We also know that Alex Shapiro spoke for Mr. Carter by saying that the relationship with Diddy and his client was mutual, as in a business relationship. And you all know that, history shows. I'm not finna go scroll through all these photos. Y'all can find photos. Plenty of videos out there showing photos. I'm not finna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that can easily be something that can be dismissed, as far as between Diddy and Sean Carter. That's just mouth talk. I mean, they're just talking head at that point. I'm not finna make a big deal out of that statement. But what I will say, that leads to my next possibility, that this could be somewhat of it costs to be the boss moment. There was a song, if it ain't one thing, it's a Snoop Dogg said, if it ain't one thing, it's yet another. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, this man got all these mounting allegations coming up, and I think that's why he's trying to stomp it out real quick. You have this 2000 VMAs allegation. I see this young man pop up out of nowhere. Well, I ain't gonna say pop out of nowhere, he probably been at it, but you got this young man coming up trying to get a paternity suit going. On top of that, his wife got to go perform on the 25th of December. You know what I'm saying? In Swift Nation. So, there's a lot going on. And like I said, if you saw my last video, slow down. That's that good. Slow down. You will see that there's a reason why this man is trying to get this situation out the way. He still got the SEC stuff going on. So he's trying to make sure that, you know what I'm saying, he got his slate clean and he's out of the public eye for all the wrong things. Or it could be what I said initially. This is all part of a legal strategy. What I mean, I seen a video where they explain how they became number one and what are some of the things that they did to just build that culture. I'm gonna play that for you. But before I do, I want to explain something to you and kind of give you a little snapshot into the person on the other side of the microphone, Mark. In my 20-something years in my profession, one of the things that I was put in a position to do was to get on a platform and give people doctrinal information, stuff that comes out of the manual, stuff that they can look at. Give that to them in a way where they will be able to take it and apply it in a real world setting. And in doing so, you had to prepare to give those type of presentations to the audience that's going to be receiving it. And in doing so, I was a part of a team, and we had what we call let me try to figure out the best way to say this. We had these, these boards. They call them the boards. I might have to take that out. I might have to say, let me figure out another way to say that. We had these pum boards. If you get that, if you start with an M, end with an R, but pum boards. And in those boards, you would have to sit there and present information to a round table or a U-shaped table filled with individuals who are acting out roles, and their whole goal is to just destroy you up there, to make it difficult for you up there. Ask all the questions that you can possibly be asked by all the professionals. And you have to sit there and answer it. And you can't be turning around looking at the presentation that's on the screen because you're supposed to know that. Right? And you're supposed to be able to look down and see the little teleprompter and look to your left, look to your right, without actually turning around and look to your left, to your right. So I understand what this teaching is that he does within his law firm. But let me shut up and let y'all listen to it yourself about how they prepare and what make them number one. Play the clip.
Would you suggest if a client were to say to you, so how do you develop these new interpretations? Is there a kind of way of thinking or a framework that you use, or how does that come about?
Well, it's a lot of, at our firm, we're very much focused on working as teams. We think that more eyes on a problem, the better you are, the higher the chance that you're going to come up with a successful path to winning the case. So we bounce ideas off each other. We're extremely collaborative at our firm. We brainstorm together. We do mock jury exercises. We try out different theories. So we try to bring a lot more brain power to trying to solve these problems and look at things in new ways.
So it comes down to thinking, building on that thinking, sharing thinking, and coming up with new ways of thinking about things. Is that a reasonable?
Yeah, I think that's right, Michael. There's much more power in having a team work on a problem and bounce ideas off each other. It's too easy to fall in love with your own ideas. You need that feedback from other people and critical thinking. And, we find that out of that sort of deliberative process, we get better results.
Now, what do you think it could be? I want to know from you in the comment section. Right? Do you think that this legal response, this rapidness and legal response that you see Jigga going through, do you think that's all so he can clear the slate, really detach himself from Sean Diddy Combs? Or do you think, it's cost to be the boss and he's got to go through his moment where he's got to get shined on? They say one day you're the pigeon, one day you're the statue. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he the statue. Or is this part of his legal team strategy from the giddy up? 2025 gonna really be one to see. But until then, you know what it is.